Up first tonight's lead, Wise, singing The Letter. He did a really good job. His voice is definitely the strong point of his performance, always. He loosened up a little bit tonight, got out from behind the guitar. He didn't do a great job of moving around the stage, but boy, he did a good job of singing. He picked the song and a version that showcased his voice. I don't think that that's the best showcase for his voice. I think his voice sounds really good with guitars. Paige Miles picked a Phil Collins song, and the way she began this song was really bad. Unfortunately, what she's feeling tonight is nervousness. It's coming through just way too bad. It's worse than Alex Lambert was before he went home. There's so much nervousness in this performance at the beginning. She never quite shakes it at the end, but at the end she does get some really nice high notes, and she takes control of them. She really has a voice like that. I wish that she could overcome this nervousness. Paige is followed by our little vote for the worst guy, Tim Urban. I think they've got it wrong this week. He's not the worst. He gets the notes. It's like he's playing his role in this performance. He's not being the performance. He's okay. He's no American Idol. Aaron Kelly does Aerosmith. He can really take charge of a song with his voice. Even on a big song like this, he was pretty much in control. I would like to see him, though. If he doesn't play guitar, he should start learning. Because I would like to see him sit down with the guitar and do a song where it's a vocal song. Just the guitar is just there to give it a little framework, because that's what he's got is just an incredible voice. I don't remember horses in his backstory, but he stands a little bow-legged on stage sometimes. I was wondering if he'd been riding horses a lot, but what can I say? He's not going home yet. No way. Okay, Crystal did Janis, and I don't think that was a good choice. She has been compared to Janis Joplin. Now she's done a Janis Joplin song. It's way too easy to actually do the comparison, and she doesn't hold up. There's no way. First of all, I didn't like just singing the first verse and boom, right into the chorus and the na-na-nas and all that. I know that you can only put so much, and she wanted to put the part at the end that can really show off her voice, but it really didn't show off her voice, because she couldn't do what Janis did there. And cutting out, the verse about the windshield wipers slapping time, and it's a story song. And the reason it worked for Janis is because she told the whole story and then got crazy. With this, a short little version like this, there's no story. It's just, look at me, I can sing like Janis Joplin. It didn't work for me. She came down a notch in my estimation this week. Michael Lynch does Percy Sledge's When a Man Loves a Woman. He likes that falsetto, but a lot of people that watch the show, I'm finding out, don't like his falsetto. I think he has a really great falsetto. But the way he did this one was just okay. It's another case of picking a song that was such an incredible performance when it first came out. Percy Sledge was testifying. He was doing more than just singing. He was putting it all out there. And that's why people want to do that song, but that's why they can't hold up to what he did. Michael Lynch has got a much more controlled voice than Percy Sledge, but he doesn't have that that power and that raw emotion that comes out, and that's what I miss here. Uh, he's still one of the front runners in my book, but this didn't blow me away. Andrew Garcia, he's got the stage down a lot better this week. It's just not quite working for me. His voice, he's close enough to the pitches most of the time, but the sound of his voice, this is not a smooth voice. It sounds like he should be doing brat punk, Blink 182 or something. Just didn't do much for me. Okay, Katie Stevens picks the only anywhere near recent song. She's got the opposite problem Paige does. Her low notes, the way she starts songs, usually sounds really good. She's got a good sound on those low notes. But when she goes up to the high notes, she goes out of tune. And this song was mostly all up on those high notes. The out of tune singing just is unlistenable for me. I'm ready for her to be gone. Well, Casey James went Back to the Future with Power of Love. I think this is a great song choice, and by far the best performance of the night. He made singing that song sound effortless. He just looked so comfortable there tonight. When he stepped away from the mic and played the guitar, it was just, he was so in control. That's just the opposite of what Tim Urban was doing earlier, where he was just acting like he was playing a part in a play. Casey took control of this tonight, and this is the best performance of the night, easily. Didi Benami sings You're No Good. And I don't know, Linda Ronstadt was a belter, and Didi's not. I think that's what she'd like to be. That's why probably she picked the Linda Ronstadt song. But the nice thing about her voice is the softness, the intimacy, just the little quirkiness that her voice has. When she starts belting, it loses so much of its character. That being said, she's right on the verge of getting control of her actions on stage. There were a couple of times tonight where she definitely had it. She had a little bit of a sultry look when she was pacing back and forth. Siobhan Magnus gave us another big scream at the end of her song again. At least this time she didn't hold it out till it started to sound really rank. She cut it off. That was a lot better. I don't know if she's just a one-trick thing now with the yelling note at the end, but the whole first part of the song was just so forgettable to me. Maybe it's because I've seen this song done so many times by so many people. But it just didn't do it for me tonight. I can't pick a bottom three. I have to have bottom four, because there's four of them that I think once they're gone, the competition will really begin. We've got Katie, Paige, Tim, and Andrew that just are not up to where the others are at all. That's not to say that with a great performance, one of them could make it up to that point. The one I'd like to see go home this week is Katie. She wasn't necessarily the worst performance of the night. I think Paige may have had the worst performance, but Paige had a couple of notes in there that show me what she can do if she gets rid of her nervousness. And I really would like to see that, because I think she could jump up and be a good performer. Katie, however, I think we've seen the best and that she's got to offer, and it's just not that good. So I think she needs to go home, and like I said during my review, Casey was by far the best performance tonight, my definite favorite. I'll see you next week.